I say it every year, but if you just find that one hero piece from the sale, it makes the whole thing totally worth it. Hey everyone, well, it's that time of year again where we're talking Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. And those of you that have been shopping with me for years, I think this is going on our 11th year, maybe 10th year. I can't even remember. Each year is totally different. Some years they have a lot of new things. Some years it seems like all the same. It's kind of hit and miss. I'm going to share with you what I'm definitely not buying and what I would skip, and then the few pieces that are totally worth it that you want to keep an eye out for. The preview is open live on the Nordstrom site. You will see the yellow anniversary sale for all the items in the sale. They are in different categories like clothing, shoes, and then broken down, handbags, accessories, all of that. I have broken all of that down for you in my favorite categories and what I suggest for each one. I will put the dates here of the sale up on the screen and list the information in the description box along with everything I'm speaking about. It will also be pinned to the first comment for easy shopping. And if I can use any of the YouTube shopping links, I'll insert those as well. I have a whole blog post on this explaining how to shop the sale, what it is if you're not familiar. Just save any item you want to your wish list. You can even make multiple wish lists if you want. That's what I do, like tier 1, 2, and 3, like your must-have items are in tier 1. As soon as the sale opens for you, I would check out with those items because some items do sell out quickly. If you're not familiar, these are brand new fall items that go on sale, and some of the best deals are going to be your designer denim because sometimes you can get like $100 plus off, especially on brands like Mother and Paige that are more expensive, and then some very high ticket items. Of course, you don't need any of this like always, and a lot of stuff I have skipped last year and I'm skipping this year because it's just ridiculous to get these items at this time of year. I would skip buying all the trendy, cute little sweaters that you're gonna see everybody trying on. Outerwear is always very popular with my viewers, so I will be trying on in store and showing my favorites here. Sometimes the store has great selection, sometimes not. I never know what I'm going to run into. So definitely follow me on Instagram because that's where I will be doing try-ons in store and just showing what I find, because sometimes I find pieces look better online and sometimes I find they totally look better in person. The hits from last year were the quilted puffer jacket that I purchased. That's always a big seller. If I can find a good one, it always is a hit with you all. I bought a new one last year because I bought my favorite one years ago in the anniversary sale. Just happened to see it in store, loved it. So I bought a new color last year and a new brand. And of course, the no-show underwear. I will be picking those up again this year, so stay tuned for those. I'll be sharing them a little later in the video. Those have been popular for a couple of years with you all. I'm going to start out with bags and accessories. This was a surprising category for me this year. I really wasn't anticipating seeing a lot because I don't think last year there was a lot. What I can tell you, if you are in the market for luggage, this is your year. So many other deals on luggage, it was insane. And I mean like really good deals. But I'm gonna start off first with this Rag & Bone straw packable fedora. This is my hat. This is the hat you see me in when I'm traveling in the summer on vacation. I love it. It has a leather band around it. I got it on sale at a different retailer several years ago, and I love it. It is my go-to hat. I have several others, but that's the one I always find myself reaching for. So this is pricey. It's on sale for $165. That sounds crazy. I know. It is a great hat. It's a great quality. I love it. To me, it's been worth every penny getting it on sale. I would not pay full price for this. If you're looking for a couple of sunglasses, they did have some nice ones in here. There were a lot of just like regular glasses in the sale, which I thought was a little weird. But there's always a few that stand out to me. And I've mentioned this before, but the sale is so overwhelming and so many items. I just scroll through whatever catches my eye. That's what I write down. Like if it stops me when I'm like scrolling through thousands of items, then it's worth marking. And then I will go through that list and see if I can even narrow it down more. Some are just like, nope, I still think that's great. So if you're looking for some sunglasses, I like these Prada. These are always good in the sale. They're $249, regular $400. So if you're looking for some designer sunglasses, you can't beat these. These Gucci are so pretty. They always have a similar pair every year, but I really love just this old school Gucci, the gradient lens. So all the sunglasses are usually at least like a couple $100 off. All right, this bag caught my attention right away. This is a Veronica Beard, like a bucket style bag. And that has become my personal favorite style of bag. I love a bucket bag because it's not too big, especially some smaller ones, but you can just throw everything still in. And you will see a lot of green this year. I feel like that mossy sage green was kind of like all over, especially in suede. So this is like a suede bucket bag. This one's very pretty. I have been very into Veronica Beard bags the last couple years. Like they've really been getting my attention. So I may pick this one up. I'm looking to see it in store. And then if you're looking for a cute crossbody, this one from Long Shop caught my eye. I don't know that it's the best deal, and I'll show you one that is similar next, but I really liked the look of it. So a little pricey, but it is leather. Here's another option. This one just has like a little bit more detail, and I thought this one was pretty too. Again, if you are looking for this kind of crossbody, saddle type bag, I thought these two were really pretty. Tory Burch is back in the sale this year. It had been gone for a couple of years, and I know everybody was kind of a little upset about that. What I did find weird is they had added a few brands that I thought were totally unnecessary that I just kept seeing when I was scrolling. Like, for instance, H&M now is on the site, which I realize Nordstrom is selling a lot of different brands now, but it was a lot in the sale, which I thought was totally unnecessary. I would skip that stuff, and yes, you just found something you really loved. This Tory Burch tote. I like this because it was suede and leather. It does come in black, but I just thought this brown cognac color was beautiful. Such a great bag for all kind of carry-on. You can do it for work, you know, travel. Now we're getting into the best part. I love luggage. I love travel bags. I often try to share that stuff with you. So when I started seeing these luggage sets, I perked up. And if you were in the market for one, I'd pay attention. So the first one that caught my eye was this one from Samsonite. It does come in 3 different colors if you don't like this brown, but I really thought this color was pretty. It is like a little weekender plus a carry-on. Most of these from Samsonite are gonna be about the same deal. They are on sale for $200, regular $299. So you're pretty much getting $100 off the set. Samsonite is a pretty expensive luggage brand. There are some other brands I'm going to mention. Here is another one in a cream color, so just a little bit different. So depending on, again, what colors you're looking for, they all came with like a little bit different variances of bags with a carry-on. Here's one with a backpack and a carry-on. I have gotten into carrying a backpack, especially when I have my laptop. I bought one from Bagolini, I believe it was last year, and I really love the organization part of it for traveling, and most of them come with a trolley sleeve. You can just put it on your carry-on bag. To me, they're a little heavy when you just put them on your back, especially if you have a laptop in them, but I love the functionality of the backpack. So if you're one that loves that, I thought this set looked great. All right, now we get into Delsey. This is my favorite carry-on. I only have the carry-on. We used to have a larger set from them years ago, but I only have the carry-on now. So this is my exact carry-on, and it's shown here like a duffel style bag. I don't think this is the best deal from them. However, if you are just wanting the carry-on and a different bag, this is in the sale. However, I do think this is the better deal. This is the carry-on and the large size. So the same carry-on, then you get the 28 check-in bag. So you get a full size plus the carry-on. To me, again, I think this is the better deal of the two, but depending on what you need. But this by far is my favorite carry-on. I usually take it with me everywhere, unless I'm needing like a smaller one. So this is a large carry-on. I bought this several years ago for more long-haul trips, like to Europe. All right, let's move on to some tops and bottoms. There were only a couple of pair of jeans that caught my eye. A lot of the same repeats, but some of them, depending on the inseam or just the style, I thought they were the same thing. If you don't have a pair of black denim for fall and winter, I would suggest these. These are from Pistola, and I just really liked the very simple, straight look of them. They would go with all kinds of shoes. Pistola is a great brand. They are on sale for $118. The other pair that I think is gonna be really popular, I have my eye on these if they don't sell out. This is from Madewell. I think Madewell is getting a bit pricey, to be honest, but they do have good quality denim and good quality items. This is a drawstring wide leg jean. Again, I think this is going to be one of the most popular of the sale. There were some things from Spanx in the sale that really caught my attention. I don't often buy Spanx unless I can get it on sale. The Air Central wide leg pant is always a nice one. They had a couple of different colors this year. This kind of round plum color, I guess you would call it. I thought that was pretty, but they also have it in this pretty mossy green. Again, with the green, I really liked both colors, but I could not decide. And of course, they have a matching top that I'll show you. Beyond Yoga skirt, this little skirt though, I thought was really cute if you play pickleball, golf, tennis. just running around. These are so comfortable. They do always have some summer items in the sale. Other than that, I really didn't think the activewear was all that great unless you need a pair of leggings or something. Even the Zella things, just nothing was catching my attention like it has in years past. The Spanx quarter zip that goes with those pants is also on sale. Again, it comes in a couple of different colors, makes a great travel outfit. Varley is always popular in the sale, and they always have some kind of version of like a quarter zip or like a quarter short sleeve or long sleeve pullover. This is a half zip, and definitely I think this is going to be very popular. They always are in this tan. I think they look better in person than sometimes they do online. It kind of depends on the styling. I really liked this Zella utility jacket. I don't know if it was just caught my attention because black, because I thought it does come in another color, but the black to me you could wear with any kind of pants. It doesn't have to be matching, and it would be great for travel, that you just look a little pulled together because it's cinching at the waist. So I'm hoping to see this in store and try it on. There were a couple of quarter zips from Ralph Lauren, I believe navy and gray. I have my eye on that because they are a good price on sale. A lot of times you can't get Ralph Lauren on sale. So this is just your typical polo quarter zip sweatshirt, again, navy and gray. I'm not sure which I like the best. I do like both of them. I always say you can't go wrong with a good gray, but I don't always love polo gray. So the navy first got my attention. And then I cannot not talk about the Nordstrom cashmere sweaters. They come in V-neck and crew neck. I personally like the crew neck. I was going to get a V-neck this year if it came in gray, but they do not have it in gray. I bought the, I don't know if they call it ivory or bone color last year. To me, you can't go wrong with a cashmere sweater. I have several colors. I have them both from Nordstrom and Quince. They are a different price point, but they do feel a little bit different. So it really just depends on the two, how much you want to spend. I can tell a little bit of a difference, but I also just look for who has what color. So this year I have my eye on a brown one. They come in many colors though. They are on sale for $112. Dresses, there were only 2 dresses. Sometimes there is a lot. I didn't like any of the Farm Rio choices this year in sale. I don't know if it was just the style and the color. They have a really pretty dress that is more of a summer dress, but they lost me with the lace at the bottom. I thought the whole top was pretty. Then I saw the bottom, it had lace, and I thought that just to me ruined the whole dress. I didn't like it. So again, always a few Farm Rio things in the sale, but to me they were kind of tired, boring, not worth the price. Julia Jordan, however, has been having some great looking dresses in the sale. Last year there was a beautiful long sleeve paisley. This one is just as pretty this year with a different colorway, like a midi shirt dress style. On sale for $99, regular $159. And then Spanx has this cute little dress. Again, just wearing around town, great for vacation, playing sports. It's like a half zip modal blend. It does come in blue and black. I couldn't tell which I like best. I do like this blue from them. Moving on to shoes. I was kind of torn. At first I was like, no, I don't see any shoes. And then I kind of come across them that were like, oh, those are catching my eye. Loafers are still going to be very big this year, which is good because I love a loafer. I always have. So we're going to start out with one from Rothy's. This is a loafer. It's a bit driver. It comes in several colors. I really like these. I think they look good. They would be great for travel. Give it a little something so they're not super plain. I was happy to see these in the sale. They are on sale for $129, regular $199. If you're a Birkenstock girl, there are a couple of colors of Birkenstocks. I thought these pink ones are really pretty. They are the large buckle style, and they came in, I think, a blue and a white. There are a few ons like usual, the regular, but I think they were in like a pink color. So depending if you want that color. I actually liked these. These were getting my attention. So many of the sneakers anymore are those big puffy cloud type and the Hoka and even some of the ons, and they're just getting too big and bulky for my taste. But I thought these looked really good. There are a few other loafers. I thought these one from Nordstrom, this is a Sylvie loafer, and this is a great price point at $69. I thought these were really pretty too. Again, all these things come in many colors. And these sneakers from Adidas caught my attention for the color only. I just, it's one of those when you're in the fall and winter, like a really pretty moss green or like a burgundy catches your eye when you just want that pop. This color for fall, I thought, yeah, those are it. Those look really good. I have not tried this particular style from them. I have seen it before, but I just thought this color combination looked really good. I have seen these for years, and now they're in the sale. These are from Vionic. They are like a loafer, but they would be perfect for travel, especially in Europe, because they still look a little put together, elevated, especially depending on which color you get. There are many different colors. I liked the tan color. I like the all black. Again, just giving you a little bit of style, but with the heel and everything about them, I thought, you know what, they would be very comfortable. And because they were in the sale, I wanted to mention them. All right, here is the one boot I have in the sale. To me, don't waste your time unless something is just like $100, $200 off on a pair of boots that you can't even wear for 3 or 4 months. But I find sometimes in early fall, you can start wearing like more booties and mid calf. This one's from Naturalizer, and I really liked the color and the heel. I am in the market for a new pair, so I am definitely going to be looking at these. I just wanted to mention these loafers from Bernardo because they are so similar to a pair I have from another brand. I wore these in Scotland a couple years ago, and I really like the light color. And because these came in a light color, and you don't often find that in more of a regular style loafer, I wanted to bring them to your attention in case you were in the market or always liked mine and couldn't get a hold of them. Veronica Beard had some pretty shoes in the sale last year, and this one from the brand caught my eye. It's a little bit pricier brand. I'm not saying it's totally worth it or not, but if you're somebody who already likes the brand or is looking for just that one special pair of fall sandals, I would check these out. These old school looking leather loafers. These were everywhere last year, and matter of fact, they sold out of a lot of retailers. So if you were looking for an old school loafer like these, I would check these out. This one looks really good. There was a similar one from J. Crew last year. It looked like these, but I could never get my hand on my size. All right, outerwear. This is always a top seller with you all. I wish I lived somewhere sometimes where it got colder because my love for jackets and coats is crazy. I have closets full of them. I live in the South. It does get cold, but not as cold as warranting all these. But I will try to find some in store and try on. Again, some years I'm lucky, some not. Last year, I found some great ones. I have to start out with the one I bought last year, the Bernardo quilted puffer jacket. I really like this. This even looks like the same color I purchased last year. This was very popular with you all. I love it because it's lightweight. So if you do want a lighter weight jacket, not a heavy coat, this is perfect. Sam Edelman always has this coat in the sale every year with just different colors. I feel like it's a very classic, pretty, long wool coat. You cannot go wrong with it. If you were looking for one this year, this is definitely my recommendation. Ralph Lauren always has a great looking jacket in the sale. Last year, they killed it with the jackets and coats. This year, I liked this houndstooth jacket. Again, very classic, just very quintessential Ralph Lauren look. Crop trenches have been in for a little while, and there were a few in the sale that caught my attention. This one definitely, I don't know if it was the brown color, just the styling of it, everything about this one, I just really liked. So if you need a lightweight jacket, but you want a little bit of style to it, I would definitely check out this one. This rain jacket from Sam Edelman. Oh my gosh, as soon as I saw the color, it was like, yes, yes, yes. I hope I get to see it in store. Do I need it? No, but the color and the lines, just everything caught my attention and I really liked it. And then of course I have to mention the Cole Haan packable rain jacket, as I do every year because it is always a top seller. I try to find the one that is most similar to one I bought many years ago, like 6, 7, 8 years ago now. This one is, because mine has some gold buttons, that's why I like this one, because it gives like a little bit of style. But a travel packable rain jacket is a must, especially when you go to Europe. I feel like this belted funnel neck coat stopped me. It's a little loud, a little out there, but again, when you live, it's like me in the fun pants. When you see a fun coat, if you're somebody that can get away with it and wears a lot of things, especially if like maybe you dress in more neutrals and so you want your coat or your jacket to be a little more out there, this is the one. I hope it looks as pretty in person as it does online. Not sure, but I liked it online. I thought it looked pretty, so I had to mention it in case any of you are in the market for something like this. I also liked this Ralph Lauren jacket. This could be, you know, your rain jacket. It's not going to be probably as lightweight as the one I shared earlier, but I thought this one was pretty. So it just depends, you know, what you're looking for, but wanted to mention it. This Barber jacket caught my attention. Now, I don't know if it's worth the price. I'd have to see it in person, but the styling of it, it was actually in the catalog as well. So you guys probably got your catalog already if you're a card holder. I just really liked it. It's like I had noticed it online, but when I noticed it in the catalog, it was like, that's a sharp looking jacket. So again, had to mention it, from a great brand. All right, PJs and lingerie. This is one of my favorites because I pick up a pair of these Nordstrom pajamas every year. I am going to pick up some more this year. I really prefer the short sleeve with the cropped pant version because those are perfect in summertime here. And so I'm going to be getting another pair. I think I'm going to get the blue pinstripe. I already have a few others from previous years. I really like the long sleeve version as well in the winter. I've mentioned before, if you get them in a solid color, I feel like it's a very safe option when you're traveling, especially maybe staying at someone else's home. I like the black and the navy. Of course, they come in other prints. They have a short version as well. Okay, and these underwear. These have been a bestseller for years, and I understand why. I pick up a new pair or two every year in the sale. I like them for when you don't want to show any lines. They're extremely thin. I mean, you can wear these under leggings. They're that thin. Extremely thin. They do have different styles. I have tried, I'm not sure if they're one I'm going to try this year. It's not the bikini, it's something else. I don't know if it's called the hipster, but I've, like the high leg, I have those, I feel like ride up a little bit more sometimes on me. And then the brief. I feel like the brief is the most popular because it's great with a white jean or a light color skirt or something like a thin material that you definitely don't want to see any lines, but yet you don't need to wear shapewear under it. These are perfect. Beauty, there were only a few items this year that really caught my attention. Of course, if you need to stock up on your favorites, this is the time to do so. Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. I am buying a new one this year. This was a big seller with you guys last year. I mentioned it 2 years ago because that was the first time I think I purchased it. It has lasted me until now. So it will last you a couple of years because it's the jumbo size. So it's a great deal, and I've put it in a little small container, taking it on trips. I don't use it every night. I'm usually about every other night. There's always a Joe Malone fragrance set in the sale, and if you wear any of the signature scents, this is always a great deal. I like this one. There's actually a new scent in this set this year. Two things from YSL, the mascara duo, that's always popular. I usually pick one up every year. And then this blush and lip set. I am going to look at the blush in person. I have been wearing the same blush for probably over a year now, or about a year, so I don't change it up much with that anymore. But this lip is my favorite. It's what I have on right now. I think it's even the same color, but I wouldn't swear to it. But I've been doing the same lip combo for almost a year as well. This particular one from YSL, those are my go-to lips anymore. So I'm gonna look at it and see what the color is, but this is a good deal. I always like the Charlotte Tilbury, the little 2-pack of the setting spray. This Clarins eye cream, this is a good deal. So basically you're getting a full size plus the refill. I have been using this for quite some time, at least since the beginning of the year, and if not longer than that. I'm on Clarins' PR list and was fortunate enough to get this sometime. Sit around for a while. I didn't try it, and then all of a sudden I tried it. I'm like, this is great. It replaced my long-standing favorite from Bobbi Brown that I have used for probably 10 years. This is better. So if you already like this is a good deal, or if you want to try it out, this is a good one. Men's, I usually try to look at when I'm in store. Obviously, if you like, Peter Millar, this is a great time to stock on with that. Boss, certain other brands, like high-end brands. My husband has some things from them. He doesn't really need anything this year because we stocked up so much like a couple of years ago, but we always have our eye out for some sneakers and golf shirts. So again, all the links will be in the description box along with the dates and when you can shop. Hope you all got some good ideas and happy shopping. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.